welcome to another HomeHerd tutorial. Today we're going to be taking a look at the map tracking feature. Okay, so we're going to log into the app right here. And if you click on map right here in the menu, it's going to take you to the map screen. And here you have a few things to set before you actually begin tracking. First of all, you can toggle between kilometers and miles. We're going to put it to miles. Now we have this thing called category, and category is optional. It's just if you want to organize your routes that you track, you may use them for different purposes and you may want to be able to file them in different categories. This is how you do that. It defaults to none. I have a few in here that I've already set up, and you can create whatever one you want, and there's actually a screen where you manage these. You can edit the name, you can delete it, you can create a new one, and we're going to pop over there in a second. So in fact, let me just show you that now. Today we're going to be I'm just going to map a fence line. So I'm going to say fence line. And just to show you real quick, if you go up here to tasks and tools, and if you open your care calendar right here, when you scroll down and you start to add a care task, you're going to see right here that same identical category list. Okay, so the category list carries over into your calendar, and you can manage your categories here as well. And I also want to point out to you that if you look back up here, that route that I tracked this morning is right here, and it's been entered on the calendar automatically. Okay, so let's pop back over to the map, and we're going to do a new route today. So let's call it another fence line, and we're not going to select an animal, but if you wanted to, you can pick one of your animals to assign this particular tracking session to, and you can assign it to more than one animal, however many you want. Okay, and then you can also give it a name. So I'm going to call it South Pasture. And then we would just click Start Tracking. And you can start walking, riding, being on your ATV, whatever it is that you happen to use. Now, an important point, you're probably going to get a pop-up about knowing your location. Okay, so you're going to allow it. And you may get that same pop-up on your cell phone. So make sure that if you get those pop-ups that you do allow it, otherwise it won't be able to track. Okay, so now we would walk our route, and obviously I'm sitting at my desk, so we're not going to get any distance or speed, but let's pretend that we did. Okay, so we would walk our route, and when we were done, we hit stop and save. Okay, and that will move the route down into saved routes. Now, it did not save this one because obviously there was no data. It didn't capture anything, but that's how you do capture it. Now, these are two routes that I recorded previously. This is walking a fence line this morning that I did, and then another one I did back on May 14th. That was another fence line, and I was testing the system, so I randomly assigned it to a goat just to check out some functionality. So here is your route that you saved. You can download it, you can discard it. And the other thing is, it automatically loaded this over to the map page, or over to the calendar page. So now this route is in your calendar, and you can search for it. You can search for it by the date, by the animal name. If you put it in there, you can search for it by the category. Okay. And I believe if we click on it, it actually shows you that route on the map. Hang on, I have to close that drop down there. And we're just going to zoom out a little. Okay, and the map, here we are right here. Here's the full route right there. Okay, so that is how you use your route tracker. And I hope this has been helpful to you, and I look forward to seeing your comments and perhaps on another tutorial video. Until then, have a fabulous day.